What up, y'all? It's your girl, Naya Athena, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time. I missed y'all so much, but we are getting back into it, and we are getting a unpopular opinions video, election style, because the election just passed, and I got a lot of emotion, a lot of stuff, serious stuff, no, it's all serious. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This is my life at stake, right? I'm just gonna share my opinions on it, and I'm just gonna be done with it, because at the end of the day, it is what it is. So, here we go. Let's get right into it. I'm glad Trump won. I'm glad he won, because I really hope that it fuels the community and the poor to finally step up and make a change and stop being sheep to the slaughter. Like, I really hope that this is the push that y'all need to understand that they not like us. Okay? They not like us. We is all we got, and we got to stick together, and more now than ever. So we just gonna have to see how it do these next 4 years and what happened. And I already know what's gonna happen, but when it do happen, who gonna be saying what and who gonna be surprised at what? Because I'm not gonna be surprised. They said it was gonna happen. They was honest about it, so it is what it is. Like, oh y'all, also I got a new camera. I don't know if y'all can tell. I got a new camera though, so I'm trying to work with it though. I'm trying to see what I like. I'm trying to get my background together. Y'all can just see my room right now, like. Look, work with me, all right? Work with me. Hopefully you don't down me, because I actually do have to go somewhere after this. And honestly, a lot of these opinions aren't unpopular. They're just opinions. But we're calling it an unpopular opinions video because that's what it's going to be called. Okay, thank you. Thumbnail. Even though Kamala did a great job at her campaign and black men were second most highest voters for Kamala after black women, of course, I saw a sector of the internet of black men on the internet, just on the internet. And you know what? I'm not even going to say just on the internet, because there were people that I talked to in real life, black men, that had this same rhetoric. So nasty and so misogynistic and just incel. And a lot of it was like, I'm not voting for Kamala because she's a woman, da da da, she can't do this, she can't do that, And I'm just like, listen, that's unacceptable. I don't care. But clearly they didn't vote. The ones that was talking mess, they really were just agents of chaos. And they were just being incels and coons because y'all didn't even vote. Like, y'all was talking all that mess, but it seems like the black men that did vote did what they were supposed to do after us, of course. So I can't even be mad at them. I ain't mad at them. I'm mad at the ones who was causing all the chaos on social media. That's how you know this social media stuff is not all that for real. It don't do nothing. It don't hold no weight for real. It's just people giving their opinions, screaming and yelling and hollering and trying to create some type of chaos because they got chaos within themselves. It's weird. And I expect more from black men who are out here, like, just listening to anything that anybody say and out here just saying stuff with no research behind it, no real knowledge on history, no real knowledge on anything, but just want to be oppositional. Cut it out. Like, what was with that? That was very frustrating for no reason. Like, okay, next. Trump's policies were very clear and cut, and the only reason people like him, and by people, I mean all of the people who voted for him, aka the white men, the white women, the Latino men, the Latino women, the other. Don't forget that other. We're going to get there. It's because they don't understand government and how the government works and how a functional government is supposed to be. And they probably didn't pay attention to history class. Let's be honest, because a lot of this stuff they teach you about what happens in history when things don't go how they're supposed to go, and yet and still people have to fuck around and find out. So that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to fuck around and find out. Like, that just has to be the reality of it. That's what people do, especially them Latinos. Because what do you mean? What do you mean you voted? What do you mean? You know what? Another reason is because they have no real knowledge on the law and how it affects minorities and especially black people, because they have the privilege of not having to experience that. So it's like, it's weird though with the Latinos, because it's like, come on y'all are literally immigrants. He talking about y'all. But aside from them, the white people, they obviously have the privilege. They don't care how these laws affect them. And even the white women, like, I don't understand how they don't understand that, because what y'all don't understand is that abortion legally is anything that is involuntary or a voluntary termination of pregnancy. So that includes miscarriages. So that means that if you were to have a miscarriage that you did not ask for, or not on purpose, if something just was complications with your body and you had a miscarriage, you literally would be guilty of a crime. And I'm pretty sure that was an issue back in the day. If I find the article, I'm gonna post it. I'm pretty sure I seen something where a woman did go to jail for having a miscarriage in, like, don't quote me, Texas. So I don't understand how that's not clicking to you women of other races, not the black women, because we did our part. The other women, what's not clicking? If your body simply just, and then they make it a crime for doctors to help you if you're having a miscarriage. So it's not just about abortions in the sense that regular people terms where it's like, oh, I'm going to get an abortion. That's not even really the bulk of what abortions happen legally in the system. And the fact that y'all don't know that as women, and I get it, because there's not enough research done on women in the U.S., period, especially black women. So, but then y'all got the nerve, on the other hand, y'all got the nerve to say, we need to have more babies, and y'all not, what's going on? Y'all want us to have babies. It's high risk already as a black woman, but then you're taking away abortions, which also what's considered an abortion is miscarriages. So it's like, do y'all want us to have kids or not? Safely or not? Survive or not? Do y'all care about the kids for real? No, I don't think y'all do. And another reason why y'all like Trump is because y'all literally, for some reason in y'all minds, y'all think that religion and law is the same thing. And that's why there is such a back and forth about the separation of church and state. Y'all think that abortion in the terms of religion is, oh, I'm just going to go get rid of the baby. No, first of all, abortion is not even in the Bible. So I don't even know how y'all keep equating the two, but we're not going to touch on that today. But that's what I'm saying. Like, legally, abortion means something different than what y'all are referring to it to as a religious aspect. So the fact that y'all are trying to make it like, oh, well, God said this, that, and the fourth, the politicians aren't even talking about abortion in that sense. And y'all don't even know that because y'all don't listen. Y'all only hear what y'all want to hear. Y'all only conceptualize what y'all want to conceptualize. Y'all need to have critical thinking skills. Okay, like, this is the problem. Like, honestly, I really feel like the reason why, well, I know it's a lot of reasons why Kamala didn't win, but another bigger reason why she didn't win is because there's not enough informed voters. There's not enough informed voters. A lot of people was lying, acting like they was on one side. They wasn't. Like a lot of people on social media, and that's our generation. People who are on social media talking the talk, but not walking the walk. Clearly, you know what I'm saying? And then you have the privileged people. Like, it was a lot of people that went into her not winning when it appeared that she was going to win. Like, when you look at the state of public opinion, like, we all thought that she might just win. And the fact that she didn't win by a landslide, so they're saying, it's like, so somebody was lying. It wasn't us. Because we went out and voted. We did what we had to do. So it's like, and everybody, and what's really irritating me now is that people are like, oh, don't ask me for nothing else. As a black woman, we don't ask us for nothing else. We're done. And it's like, y'all aren't done though, because y'all always, then the next issue that's gonna come up, y'all just can't help but to say something about these. Who cares? I mean, and I get it. Like, I'm a black woman, like black woman to black woman. Let's talk about it. Like, let them do them. They don't care about us. So why do we keep caring about them? Like, if we're gonna care about anybody, we just care about each other. But then it's like, when you go into these black communities, it's like silent competition between, you know what I'm saying? Mind you, that's the same argument of, that's like saying, oh, what about black on black crime? But it's like, no, we need to come together as a community and be one, okay? And stop with the nonsense. Because it's like, this is what we're talking about. Like, it's not enough of us that voted, one. And then it's not enough of us that had informed votes. Honestly, we did all that we could as the black community, but when it comes to all of the other people of color, that's what I'm saying. I'm not a person of color. I'm black. Don't call me a person of color no more. I am black. I never liked that people of color. and all people of color. We want to help all people of color. No, like, what are you gonna do for black people? That's what I'm saying. Like, all the black women are like, don't ask us for nothing else. Y'all don't answer. Like, they're gonna keep asking us for stuff. The real issue is y'all keep helping them. Y'all keep letting them use us for, whether it be rage baiting, whether it be whatever, whether it be for commentary, whether it be for publicity, whether it be for clout. Like, y'all need to just learn from this and stop expecting some different result, because when you keep doing the same thing and you expect a different result, that's the definition of insanity. So I don't even know why y'all acting surprised that nobody else voted but the black people. That's never going to change. And we're always fighting for equality, and everybody else is fighting for a chance to hold the whip. Okay? Clock it. I don't like that. Child, anyways, but yeah, y'all, that's all I got for this unpopular opinions. I really just had to get some things off my chest, because leading up to this election, like, I had a lot of good conversations, a lot of good, mature conversations surrounding politics, but we can all admit that we're a little disappointed that we couldn't get someone fresh, someone new, someone history, groundbreaking in office who had a better chance at progressing us than regressing us. And that was my whole thing, like, progression. And a lot of people were saying, oh, some of the Democrats didn't trust her. That's BS. Like, that's BS. Because why do y'all keep expecting a woman who was the vice president to take fault for what the president could and couldn't do? The president was the president. She was never given a chance to become president. So instead, y'all would rather have somebody who proved that they was a bad president, got impeached. Y'all would rather have that back just for the sake of security, which I really think is for the sake of misogyny, but y'all don't want to admit that. Y'all never gonna admit that. So it's like, okay, whatever. Y'all gonna see for yourself. Y'all gonna find out the hard way, because clearly that's the only way we could teach y'all, is the hard way. But let me say this. When y'all do find out the hard way, and when y'all do come running back, and when y'all do pour into us again, like y'all always do, because it's a circle that happens in history. Whenever y'all need us, y'all use us. We're not going to be there we're not going to let that happen again. Ain't that right, black community? We're not going to allow anybody to come and use us to pick themselves back up off the ground again. We're not going to do that. We're going to use ourselves. We're going to utilize ourselves and play the same games that they're playing. And we're going to create our own communities. Amen. And we're not going to let anybody break it down again. We're not going to let anybody in. We're going to gatekeep. Amen. Yes, we're going to gatekeep. And we better, listen, do y'all want to, I think the problem is y'all are competing for a spot under them, when it's like you can create your own wealth, and you don't understand that you don't need them. And once we get to that point, like, we know it, but it's like they don't know it. And it's like y'all feel only valid when they know it. And it's like you don't need them for the validity. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a societal issue based on racism and slavery. That's just what it is. But anyways, I'm done talking, y'all. That was my unpopular opinions, or just opinions about the election. And I hope to see y'all in the next one. Peace.